Hi ladies, so let's just get into the video. Besides, my name is Imelda from Imelda's Beauties. So first off, we wiped the face with the micellar water from Avour Cosmetics, but today we're starting with the brows. That is the unusual thing I do. I'll always start with the foundation, but today we're starting with the brows because this is the first time with me doing her makeup and I don't know how her eyes will react. So today we started with the brows. So first off, we start with mattifying the brows first with a powder, and then I'm just outlining the brows first off. So I'll outline the lower part of the brows like so, and then I'll outline the outer part of the brows, and I'm just following just what her brows look like. So I'm visually following what her brows is like. So I'm just going to outline the top and the bottom part of the brows, and then I would slightly fill in the brows. So I just slightly fill in the brows, like you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of creating like hair-like strokes, and I'm filling it in gently as possible. Just want a natural looking brows and not something too dark. So I went in with the concealer from Khole Cosmetics, the concealer palette that I have from Khole Cosmetics, and I'm going to use that shade to highlight her under her brows. So I'm doing that in as much as I'm highlighting. I'm making sure that the brow line is straight, and that is a trick to a clean looking brow. So that being done, I went in with her shade of foundation, and that foundation is from V Cosmetics. So I went in with her shade of foundation, and I finished up the brows with her shade of foundation, the under part of the brows. So we've not done the top part of the brows, remember? So we are just going to get right into that when we are done with the lower part of the brows. So I'm just going over it, making sure that the brow line is straight and is clean, and that is just what you want if you want your brows looking good. So I just keep going over it over and over again, just to make sure that the brow line is looking clean and straight, because if the line is not looking clean and straight, then the brows don't look nice. So that is just what you want to do. You go over it again, don't be in so much rush, just go over it again and over again, and until you the desired look you want for your brows. Now I'll start with the top part of the brows, and I'm just using the same shade of foundation I used to complete the under part of the brows to outline the top part of the brows, making sure that all parts of the brows are in line with each other. So nothing too fancy, just make sure your brows are clean. So after doing that, I went in with this brush and then I blended out the concealer, because you don't want the concealer to look stuck up there in her brow line. So you just have to blend it and blend it properly. Blend as much as you can to make sure that everything comes out nice. Now after blending the concealer, I went in with a finishing powder to mattify the concealer, because whenever I put concealer you definitely have to set it. So what I'm doing is just to set it in. So I used that primer from the Khole Cosmetic palette, the concealer palette I told you about, and I used an eyeshadow primer there to do this eye look that we're about to create now. And honestly, at first I didn't know what I was going for this eye look, so I was like, okay, let me just go with whatever my mind tells me. I think what I'll be doing, my next videos, what I'll be doing is I would have to have like a timetable for what the looks I'll be creating every week because it's just getting out of hand these days, because every day I don't know what to create. I'm just so out of ideas, and it's not just helping me. So I just didn't know what I was going for, so I just had to go with the flow. I just created whatever was in my mind, and probably at the end of the video you would like how it looks like. So I went in with the brown shade first from my Root Cosmetics to create a transition shade. Then I went in with this black eyeshadow from V Cosmetics, and I used it to contour the eyes, to create some kind of depth in the eyes. So what I'm doing basically is just to marry the black and the brown transition shade that I added at first. So I'm just going to blend it and blend it so there is no demarcation between the two colors. So we just keep blending. Blending is key. I'm always going to say it. Blending is key. So I went in with this I don't know what color is this. It was giving me some kind of, it was kind of orangey, it was kind of pinky, I don't even know, but the color is from V Cosmetics. This color of eyeshadow is from V Cosmetics, and it's really pigmented, and it's a shimmery eyeshadow, but it's really pigmented. So after we're done with that, I went in with my blending brush again, and then I blended the three colors together. It's three colors now because we have the brown transition shade, and then we also have the black shade that we use to contour the eye, and then we have the main color. So I went in with this pigment from Color Box Cosmetics, and the pigment is really good, like it's really beautiful. It's just to add pigment to the eye and then make it a bit shiny, because I don't want my eyes looking dull. So I just used the brush there to tap it in. Then I went in with my all-time favorite Khole liner, and then I lined the eye. This pencil, by the way, is from Shaded Beauty. So I lined her under eyes. Remember what I said, I have not done her makeup before, so I don't know how her eye might react. So I'm doing everything concerning the eye first before I go into the skin, because I don't want a situation of tear up and then my foundation is messed up. So now we are going into the skin, and I'm starting with my serum, my vitamin C serum from Blossom Cosmetic, obviously. Sorry I didn't show it on the screen. So I'm just going to massage that into her skin. So just massage it into her skin and keep that glow on the skin. So I went in with the moisture portion from Mismetic. This brand is very difficult for me to call. So I primed. I didn't show the primer I used, but I used Mismetic primer because she's very dry on the skin. So I used the Mismetic primer to prime her skin. Then I went in with that V Cosmetic foundation on her skin. So blend with our Shaded Beauty brush. So blend, and I didn't notice that this foundation was a bit bright for her. Like sometimes, I don't know, I have this issue with skin match. I don't know. I actually feel that sometimes I feel that it's matching, but when I begin to watch the videos, I see that it's actually not matching. So I noticed that it was a bit bright for her. So, but we are going to correct it, and then everything is going to be fine. So I just blended that in, and then I put in her concealer, and the concealer is from Avour Cosmetics, and I use that to highlight her under eye. So we're just going to blend. You just have to keep blending, make sure there are no harsh lines. You blend until there are no harsh lines, and then yeah, it's time for contour. So because her face was a bit light for me from her body, so I went in with a really deep contour to contour her face. So it kind of helps us to darken the face a bit and then give us all the contour points that we want. So I'm just contouring her cheekbones, her forehead, and every other place that needs to be contoured, and then I blend it in. So you just have to blend please. Then I went in with a blush from that palette. That palette is so versatile. Like, I love that palette. You can't tell me nothing. I mean, it's so you can do anything with that palette. I believe some makeup artists can do a full face with that palette, but yeah, I just went in with the palette, and then I blushed her cheeks from that palette, and it's so easy to blend, believe me. Then that being done, I didn't contour her nose, so I went in now to contour her nose. You just need to contour the nose because you want the face to look snatched, right? So yeah, we're just going to contour the nose. So now I'm about to set the under eye. So what I'm doing basically is to blend all over again under eye in case there are any creasing, because definitely there will be creasing because she has been moving her eyes. So I went in, after blending, I went in with that finishing powder from Khole, and I'm just going to use that to set under her eye first before I go in with the main setting powder. So I'm just tapping that in to set the under eye. Then after that, I'm going to go with the setting powder. So I'm just going to just take your time and do this. Then after that, I went in with my setting powder, and this setting powder is from Blood Cosmetic. Like, I use it all the time. So we're going to set the under eye with the Blood Cosmetic setting powder. That is after putting the finishing powder under the eye. Then after that has been done, I was like, okay, we're rounding off, so let's do the lips. Guys, sometimes my makeup is somehow, I can decide to start with eyeshadow sometimes you'll be surprised one day I will start with lip color. But all I know is that we're going to arrive at a beautiful face, right? And that's all that matters to me. So we're doing the lip, and I forgot to also show the lipstick I used for this video. So the lipstick is from Avour Cosmetics. Definitely next time I'm going to let us see how it looks like. So I'm blending the lip with that blending brush from Shaded Beauty. It helps you blend your lipstick effortlessly, and it's good. So I already fixed lash on the other eye, so I'm just going to fix the other one. I told you I don't know how to use tweezers for lashes, so I just use my hands because I don't want to blend somebody's daughter. So that being done, we are finishing this look. So I'm just going to use this lip gloss to finish up the lip work, because I am not going to do a matte lip. I don't know, but it's just me. I just don't like a matte lip. And that lip gloss is from Avour Cosmetics, and yeah, I always say that this lip gloss, nobody sees the beauty of this lip gloss, like, because it's so nice and it has this sparkles in it that the video don't just do justice to it, but it's well. Kudos to Avour Cosmetics. The lip gloss is still so nice, and it lasts all day. So I'm just going to blend out the powder from under the eye and every other place that I set on the face, because we are done and then we don't need them anymore, so they have to go. Then I went in with powder blush from, I always forget the name of this blush palette, but if you can see it, just screenshot it, and then if you want to get it, you just send the vendor the picture. Definitely she will know what you're talking about. So now we are done, so I'm just going to set the face. We're setting the face. Setting spray is very, very vital, because this setting spray is going to take out all the powder, all the visible powder on her face, and then setting all the makeup, put it in place and make it to look like skin. So that being done, we used the highlighter from Maybelline. This highlighter is so shiny and I love it. Like, it's so shiny. You can see how it makes her skin to glow. So it's a really good highlighter. So I'm just going to put that on her nose, the bridge of her nose and the tip of her nose, and then we went in with the mascara, and we used mascara under the eye, the lower lash, because you don't want to leave your lash like that with concealer or foundation on it. So that's it, and it's just very simple to do. Just something very simple to do. So please like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification button. I love you all. Bye.